I did not know how to. Well, for one, I thought that I had to own every single one of my Airbnbs, and I learned that I didn't even have to own these. I didn't have to own them. I got educated, then I learned that okay, I can rent them out, but then you still have to rent them out the right way. A lot of folks want to just rent out a property under their personal names, but that's not necessarily what you should do. As a matter of fact, you're leaving yourself exposed to a lot of issues that way. You got to rent it under a business, rent it under a corporate entity. So I learned that I didn't even have to own these properties. So then, how can I rent them? So my biggest challenge then was actually having these conversations with the landlords to actually get them to be intrigued enough to work with me to rent their property out. I came from such a position of scarcity at the time. It was like, please, Mr. Landlord, please, I want to rent your property. I want to do this Airbnb thing. And there was a time I had somebody, this lady, she literally laughed, like she laughed me out. I was sitting in her office. It was a nice condo community. I said, hey, so I'm just renting this, one of your condos. I want to do this Airbnb thing. She said, oh my, I don't know if I can cuss, but she cussed. she said, oh my. And she said, oh my, she just got up and just walked out. Yeah. And she left me in her office. Like, I was just sitting there like, what just happened? So I think one of the biggest challenges is understanding how to actually position yourself and have these conversations with landlords for them to be intrigued enough, because your positioning factor is how well you break yourself down to explain their pain points. How well do you speak to their pain points? And I was doing a horrible job at that. Yeah. And so then I had to learn. Like even now, we use a script for our students. There's a script that we use that is a phenomenal script, very simple, concise script, but you can imagine how many bad conversations I had to have to develop the script.
Like, I got a property. I got a rental property. You're talking to me. What does it sound like?
Okay, well, sir, what usually happens is when I go visit these properties, and I like to tell people, for one, when you're on the phone, your job is not to, well, you can, but your chances are going to dwindle quite a bit. We want to go ahead and just set the appointment over the phone. You don't have to go into the details over the phone. We like to have the conversations face to face. And what tends to happen is the landlord tends to start asking us questions like we're going to be tenants, like, hey, so how many people in your family? Like, so how was your, where are you moving from? Things like that. And so then our job is to ask them questions to understand what their experience has been as a landlord. Well, how was your experience been as a landlord? How long have you owned the property? What was your last experience with your previous tenant? Then we just go into the script. The script speaks something like, well, we want to rent this property out, but not the traditional way. We want to rent it out to the people that we serve because I think it's very nice, and the people that we serve will really like it. But here's the thing, though. We're going to rent your property out. We're going to make sure that you get your rent paid in an automated fashion. You're going to get your rent paid automatically. Matter of fact, here's other automated payments that we've made to other landlords, and they get paid automatically. We're going to give you what you're asking for rent. Matter of fact, if it's okay with you, we'll actually like to take it on for 2 years, not just one. You're actually going to be insured. You can keep your landlord policy, but we're actually going to add additional short-term rental insurance policy. Now, don't get this mixed up with a traditional renter's policy. This is the actual insurance policy that protects us for our business model. And we're going to add you as an additional insurer. That way you know that you're protected. And here's how we screen our guests. And we talk about how we screen our guests. Here's how we protect the property. We use cameras on the exterior, every entry point of the property. We speak to that. We speak to how well we're going to have to take care of the property. Matter of fact, nobody's going to take care of this property the way we are. Every time, it has to show for every single person that comes in here. And so nobody's going to take care of it. I'm talking about cleaning the fans, the baseboards, all that gets taken care of. So we are literally your ideal tenant. Our goal is to position ourselves with the landlord to show them that we are the perfect tenant. And I think that's one of the things that I would tell people right now, if you're looking to get started in this business, understand the value that you bring to the table. Understand that you are actually a problem solver and you are addressing the landlord's pain points as the perfect tenant. Matter of fact, when I talk to landlords now, it's almost like it's in your best interest to work with me. I actually feel bad for you if you don't work with me because I'm literally going to be your perfect tenant.